The PGA Tour proudly present the season-long race for the FedEx Cup. From the Monterey Peninsula, live opening round coverage of the AT&T Pebble Beach Pro-Am. Blue skies on top of blue waters, right next to one of the prettiest pieces of green grass on this good earth, as we check out the leaderboard here in round one. We've currently got a tie at the top at 5 under par. Let's get into the action as we pick things up at the par 3 7. So many great golf courses here on the Monterey Peninsula. We're at Pebble Beach for this, the third tournament on the PGA Tour schedule this year. And Frank, we look at the golfer we're going to be following. Rookie on this tour, still looking to play the weekend for the first time after 2 missed cuts. Is there a danger of getting too discouraged early on?
There certainly is, and I think that's exactly where the player feels right now. If all of a sudden it's 3 in a row, you start to think, have I made the right decision? But I remember a line from the late, great Arnold Palmer. He said, this game is 90% mental, and the other 10%, well, that's mental as well.
Yeah, all about hitting the fairway here, and that is right where you want to be. Walking the course today, let's bring in Nota Begay III.
Aggressive off the tee, ball lucky not to run out of fairway and into the ocean, but now sitting in an ideal spot with access to the green.
The mark of a good player is always one that can hit it hole high. That's a good shot.
Now this for birdie.
And this is one where you just got to keep the hand steady and the wrist quiet, making sure you get it started on line.
No, kind of underread that one, and it winds up missing below the hole. Okay, that in for par here at the 8th. And she'll stay 1 under for the tournament. That's right in the pocket. Now, watch this gravity take over here. That's going to come on down the slope. Wow, really well done. Well, downhill, Frank, want to play the ball, a little further back in the stance, take a club less? Well, had a good look at the green, but couldn't cash it in. In the rough now, wondering what might have been. Yep, good work not to let that get away, and that's in for a par. Frank, this whole area of the country, Monterey, Carmel, 17-mile drive, just such a stunning setting for golf. We're just taking a nice drive with the emerald green fairway set against the ocean blue. It's just ideal. But talk to me about playing the course, Pebble Beach. What should a young golfer like this keep in mind when teeing it up for the first time as a professional?
Rich, it's the polar opposite of the drive-in, where you decompress and look at the views. Because once you get onto that first tee at Pebble, it's a wonderful golf course designed by Jack Neville. You're going to realize that no 2 holes look the same, and that's stating the obvious there, but side hill lies when you play it towards the Pacific. And then you sort of beat your way around the golf course, the beautiful downhill par 3 7th. I know it's talked about and it's photographed, but that's where you start scratching your head and like, do I have the right club? And that's a feeling you get at Pebble so often around this golf course. But I mentioned 7, so I've got to mention 8, 9, and 10. In my opinion, they're the 3 best par 4s in a row in any golf course I've ever seen. I mean, they're beautiful driving holes in iron play, but You know, Pebble's about the experience, but it's also about the legacy that this golf course has for America. So to compete at Pebble is one thing. To play well at Pebble, well, that's another thing as well.
Now we come to the 11th hole, and now the golf course heads up and inland, away